Gray skies and the threat of rain greet us in Philadelphia as Week 1 continues with another Saturday noon kickoff. Temple opens its 2026 season against FCS East, a.k.a. Rhode Island, hoping this is the year the Owls finally break through after last season's 5-7 finish left them just one win shy of ending a streak that has now reached 6 consecutive losing seasons. Temple brings back one of the American Conference's top tight ends in preseason second-team All-American Conference senior Peter Clark, while senior wide receiver JoJo Bermudez gives the Owls another proven weapon as they look to take a step forward offensively. Rhode Island, a.k.a. FCS East, arrives with an opportunity to make an early statement, but Temple knows every game counts when you're trying to change the direction of a program. Despite the damp conditions, the excitement of a new season is here. Rhode Island / FCS East and Temple are ready to kick it off next.
Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Sentinels and the Temple Owls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. So Temple's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's the Sentinels offense will get first crack at it here. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Off the play fake. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And the Sentinels will bring the punt team onto the field. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Temple Owls offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. Running inside, it's Smith. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Keeps it himself. Got enough for the 1st. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to throw, it's Gunderson. Fires left, and incomplete on the deep ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Sentinels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Temple lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Grimes. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. The option look. Got a little grass. Makes it past the marker. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. On the option. Pulls it on the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hard running there. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Reading the option, it's Gunderson. Breaks into the open. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 2nd down coming up. They'll run the option. Pulls it again on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Running into the open space. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. There's a little room there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Give to the fullback. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. Motion from the back. Run it with the fullback. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Freeman.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. It's complete to the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mason. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Pulls it on the option. Makes a man miss. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. On the option, he'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option, it's Gunderson. Powers through the defender. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. Trying to get outside, it's Bentley. There's some room. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Gets the back moving. And some room to work. Turning it on. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Now on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. And the Sentinels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Scanning the field. It's Gunderson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Bentley. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Keeps it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Green. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Ball State looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Back now to your game inside the link. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Link, Lincoln Financial Field.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Clark. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Here comes the option. Doing it himself again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Gunderson. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the Sentinels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Here's the return. Spins away from the defense. Smashes ahead. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Green. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. On the ground, it's Mason. Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Temple!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Gunderson. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And the Sentinels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Clark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Got it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Owls have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Goes to the option. Makes one man miss. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The option look. Now the pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. Could be an alley. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the air, it's Gunderson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Trying play action. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The run inside. It's Smith. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Mason. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Gunderson. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Sentinels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Sentinels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see...
Finding some room. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. And the Sentinels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Bentley. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To the air on 2nd down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Here comes the heat. It's complete. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete.
All right, so only 3:11 left. Temple up 26-3. I think we can get the backups in there for Temple.
Sends it back in motion. The transfer has it his first carry. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The option, the keeper. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Made a defender miss. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
So Temple cruises to a 26-3 victory over FCS East, a.k.a. Rhode Island. Taking a look at the team stats, Temple had the edge in first downs, 19-11. Total offense, 355-146. Rushing yards, 214-103. Passing yards, 141-43 only for FCS East. Third down conversion percentage, 53% to 27%. FCS East had the only turnover. That was an interception. And then time of possession was won by Temple by about 8 minutes, not quite 8 minutes. So let's move to the player stats. For Temple, Ajani Shepard finishes 17 of 24 for 131 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. For FCS East, Martin Gunderson finishes 6 of 14 for 43 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a great statistical day for him, although they are an option team. Leading rusher was Martin Gunderson, 18 carries for 30 yards. For Temple, they were led by Ajani Shepard, 9 carries for 74 yards, though Kevin Mason had 8 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown. Hunter Smith had 11 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver for Temple was DeMonte Green, 5 catches for 64 yards. For FCS East, they were led by Mason Grimes, 3 catches for 30 yards. Leading blocker for FCS East was Alexander Sunday, 8 pancakes for him. For Temple, they were led by Peter Clark with 8 pancakes himself. Defensive leaders for the Owls, they were led in total tackles by Eric Stewart with 8, tackles for loss by Curly Ordonez with 3, sacks, they were led by Kevin Hornbeek with 2, and Adrian Lang had the only interception for Temple. For FCS East, no interceptions. Ricky Jamison and Geno King tied for the team lead with a half a sack each, and Ricky Jamison and Geno King tied for the lead in tackles for loss with 3 each as well, and Ricky Jamison goes with 15. Stats for FCS East, Gregory Likely made his only field goal attempt from 48 yards out. No extra point attempts for him. For Temple, Carl Harden made all 4 of his field goal attempts with a long of 44. He was also 2 of 2 on extra point attempts. Punting for Temple, Dante Atten had 2 punts for an average of 61.5 yards per punt. Great day for him. For FCS East, Gregory Likely had 4 punts for an average of 60 yards per punt. Both punters just killing it today. Kick returns for FCS East, Damian Teague had 4 returns for an average of 17.2 yards per return. Z. Allen had 1 return for 13 yards. For Temple, Ramir Hardy had 1 return for 18 yards. Punt returns for Temple, Kevin Mason, I don't know if it's just Kevin Mason or Kevin Mason, had 4 returns for an average of 19.2 yards per return. He did have a 38-yard return. That was pretty nifty. For FCS East, no punt returns at all for them. Looking at the scoring summary in the first quarter, Temple got on the board first with a 25-yard field goal from Carl Harden. They led 3-0 after 1. Second quarter, Temple gets a 9-yard touchdown run from Hunter Smith. FCS East gets a 48-yard field goal from Gregory Likely. And Temple gets a 44-yard field goal from Carl Harden. And it was 13-3 Temple at the halftime break. The third quarter, Temple gets a 21-yard touchdown run by Kevin Mason. It was 20-3 Temple going into the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Carl Harden kicks 2 more field goals, one from 22, one from 33 for Temple. That gives you your final score of Temple 26, FCS East / Rhode Island 3. Pretty comfortable win for the Owls of Temple. Looking for that elusive winning season here in 2026. They start out 1-0 with a win over an FCS program. Headline says home field advantage. The Temple Owls are now 1-0 after defeating FCS East at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see the players highlighted here was Willie Love from Temple and Dustin Avery from FCS East. I'm not sure they each did anything. There was different players of the game, or at least different player of the game for Temple in the broadcast. Temple was the better team, obviously, and there's Temple's schedule. It gets a whole lot tougher next week, though it is at home. Number 17, Penn State at home for Temple. Big in-state rivalry there. Penn State will probably crush them, but you never know. I think Temple did beat them a few years back. Next game coming your way will be another noon Saturday kickoff. We really need to get this game going because I'm tired of them showing the halftime update being Ball State ahead at half. So I might do this one next, actually. Ball State at number 1, Ohio State. Then we'll go back to the rest of these. But from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Temple Owls kick off 2026 with a win over FCS East / Rhode Island, 26-3. And we will see you next time.